Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Shmup Diaries. This is, I think it is technically a 3cc 1-0 of Batsugun. It is a heartbreaking run. I'm getting so close, man. I'm getting so close. I can feel it. Probably like in terms of just like raw quality, the best stuff I've uploaded to this channel so far in terms of shmup things. Because I've been slowly picking away at Batsugun for a while. I'm starting to learn the game. Obviously I'm not like good at shmups yet, but this is the first one I'm like really learning. And I've been enjoying myself a lot. The game's utterly fantastic. And as you can see, again, heartbreaking run. Just a note about the settings I'm using straight up arcade settings. There was a while where I was using a different form of settings that gave me a few more extends. I probably could have got this down to a 1cc on that mode, but ultimately there's no real difference between getting a 3cc with normal settings and 1cc without, so I switched to the real one to give myself, like, I don't want to have to be like, oh, there's an asterisk on it when I finally achieve my goal. I do want to just have the real, you know, arcade clear, at least of the 1-all. This is Batsugun Special. It's got 4 loops. I'm doing the first loop. That's 5 levels. I will say, like, the more I play this game, the more I definitely feel the sting of the first couple stages just feel really perfunctory, especially that first one. Which means that, like, you know it's time to stop playing when you start messing up on the first stage. Because, so I think, like, the best I have ever got was a 2cc. Actually, that was with the old way of measuring lives, so I don't know. This might technically be my best run, or not. I don't know for sure. I've not been measuring that precisely, but like, I've achieved various different milestones at different points. Yesterday was the first time I ever no-missed the final boss. That was very satisfying. I didn't get that on recording, but that did happen. That is a thing I've now proven I can do. The only boss I've never managed to not die on is the stage 4 boss, and stage 4 is the run killer, for sure. Removing the changing from the different kinds of like ways of getting lives, the different extend thresholds, has also changed the run pretty significantly, because before that meant that there's a scoring trick you can do in stage 5, which under the old system just meant that, like, the final boss pardon me, that the final boss was basically free, because I could just stack up lives. But I think with the arcade default settings you just get 1 extra life, you don't get any more, so you get 4 lives for the whole thing. You start out with the 3, and then you get another one at 1,000 or 1,000,000, I think it is. This is probably my best performance ever with this boss. I have got it pretty consistently down to a 2-bomb loop. I always prefer to bomb rather than dodging through like this pattern, but I found that little window there and was able to do it. But then I found, like, I'm getting a little bit on the side, I should just bomb, and ended up being a wise choice. Made it through. I'm like getting stressed now. First 2 stages going well. I have made it up to stage 4 without dying before, but I often take a silly death in stage 3, and it always breaks my heart, because it's like, oh fuck, I know I can do this. Like, but I can feel myself, like, really getting the patterns under my skin, and every time I die now I'm like, oh, I made a stupid mistake. I stayed in this one place too long. I don't know if this is the run where I stay and, like, I just like stay 2 extra seconds trying to destroy one of those things, and get shot. No, I don't think this is. I think I did take the stupid death like right before the boss, or on the boss. I think it's like at the worst possible moment where I thought I was through. But yeah, making it to, like, through this first gauntlet and into this bit where you get the rewards, which I'm fairly sure you get by staying close to them, not by picking them up. Like, they picking them up as like a trap. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. You see, go over to the 1,000,000, get the extend. I always bomb these 2 so I can take them out in 1 bomb cycle without any risk. That's one of my places where I'm like, that's a smart bomb use. And at this point, I have quite a lot of bombs, and 4 lives. So I'm like as confident as I've ever been, but also that means I'm as nervous as I've ever been. But it's about to all go wrong, and there's heartbreaking coming. Yeah, it must be. I think that it's in this boss. Like, I had the moment where I should have bombed and I didn't, and then I'm like, fuck. But I have no missed every boss except the 4-stage one now. So the 4-stage boss is now the one I should probably practice more, so I can ensure that I can get through with just a couple bombs. It's just really hard. I think anyone who's played this game knows that's the hardest boss. Yeah, there. I was like, why didn't I tap? Why didn't I tap or bomb? And so not only did I lose a life, but I lost a huge stock of bombs. And I would say that's the moment where the run really was like, this is now a practice run. But I'm still like, what if, you know, you always keep going until till you actually lose that final life, because you never know for sure. Maybe you could clutch it out this time. But yeah, I absolutely love this game. The process of getting, like, I say good, but okay at it. Working toward this clear that still hasn't come, but I can feel it. It's possible. It's like almost worse. Like when you start getting close, it doesn't actually mean you're close. It could take months of waiting for the right run to line up, but you just feel antsy because you know that you have all the skills to do it. It just hasn't happened all in one run yet, and I don't normally play games like that. I play I play a checkpoint at a time. I'm used to 3 to 10 minutes being like the amount of challenge in one segment. Like you can have a fairly long RPG boss to get a little gauntletty, but 5 distinct levels with multiple bosses in them. There's a lot of things to like stay concentrating on, especially as it gets harder as it goes. But I was very proud of this level. I was like, fuck, I'm doing it right. I'm mostly getting the patterns correctly. There's a lot of things like if you're in the right place, you can take out guys before they overwhelm you. I instinctively go for the top segment, just like the boss from stage 2, but that doesn't launch. It's a different version of the model, or the sprite, I guess. Here's this one's never too much of a risk. These Y-shaped ones, the little figure 8 usually gets past them. I don't remember where the next death is. It's before the boss. That's the you dodge like right through. Oh, so there's some jammy moments like that. Oh, I think it's this fucking thing. Oh, I hate this thing. I always think I've got it down, and then I haven't. I should just double bomb the second half of this boss next time I get on a good run. Because I always think I can bomb, like I can dodge that pattern. I went a diagonal left when I thought it was going. I saw the mistake there. I thought I was going straight up. I play on an Xbox controller and I use my analog stick a lot, which I know is not what you're meant to do, but it's a lot easier on my thumb than using my D-pad the entire time for every movement. I switch over the D-pad for fine movement, but for just like stuff like this, I'm usually smoothly going on my analog stick, which probably means I should try to get an arcade stick for my form of play. I looked into like going levelless, but like I could just use my keyboard for that, and it already feels awkward. I like the stick. I like the stick on my controller. It's just not quite designed for this. I'm not at the point where I'm like worrying about hardware, right? Like you can clear most games on anything. Fetishizing hardware requirements is a trap and a lie. So I'm not going to worry too much. But that was definitely a case where if I had been more correctly on the D-pad, I probably could have avoided that death. But I thought, okay, I took another death. So I've taken 2 avoidable deaths because I really want to get to... Like, I would feel like a run is truly alive if I was going into this boss, like at this point, totally deathless. And I think then I would just spam bombs to get through to the next phase, take another death, and then spam bombs to kill the thing. I think I would just, like, use my entire stock of bombs on this boss specifically. And then that was when I was like, fuck! I had so many bombs! I had so many opportunities, and there it all goes. Heartbreak. True heartbreak. Because I have I have the first phase of this boss kind of down until the middle bit starts sending out like this pattern that you have to swing back and forth between to dodge, which is a fucking nightmare. And the thing that shoots that out has so much health that like one bomb isn't gonna cut it. Yeah, but like up until this bit of the pattern, I'm okay. But as you can see, I've just done 2 bombs and I'm still trying to dodge it, and yeah, I just wasn't able to. That's my first loss of credit, and I'm like, well, I should still play well because I might upload this to YouTube. I still want people to see my progress even if I don't have the actual clear yet. I take a bunch more, and also there's the other thing: the second you accept that a run is over, you immediately start playing sloppier. There's no way to avoid that. I try my best to like not just do that every time, but it is kind of what's going to happen. Just carefully and calmly taking out this row. And now I have 5 bombs, and I think I'm just going to use them. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember if I die here or not, or whether I just bomb my way through it. I usually die on this phase, but I used a lot of bombs, regardless. Navigating this bit I always find annoying because there's a safe spot. Well, no, it's not a precise safe spot, but like the loop, the spiral the main cannon sends out, there's always going to be like one little bit in the center. If you just move back and forth between those 2 places, okay, I didn't die, I just bombed through it. There's only 3 bombs. So like if I'd made it through that first phase, I genuinely could have been in with a shot. I don't think it was a high shot, but it would have been alive. And I've never had a run be truly alive past that boss before, which is a shame, because I'm generally better on stage 5 than stage 4, but I think they're about equal on this run. He's trying to like... Those things are so evil because they're like... If you stay by them, they power up your weapons quicker. You want to stay by them, but if you know, staying still in this game is a death sentence. Outside of the one bit where all of the little bears come out of the thing, that was a stupid death. Not proud of myself for these 2. Yeah, I was like, I know that at the one point there's another real like stupid death moment, but I'm fairly sure that's the last credit loss. So I took like 2 credit losses, like almost back to back, with some sloppy play. But I think the rest of the run is a little cleaner. I think there's at least 1 more death. I don't exactly know where it is. But I'm definitely at the point now where I've played this game enough time that I have the general rhythm of all the stages in me. I vaguely know, like I haven't precisely routed out everything. I'm still kind of improvising, it's going on gut. Maybe I'll have to like be like, okay, this is I move there, then I move there, but I don't want the whole thing to feel scripted, and I don't think I necessarily have to. I think it's more like I should practice the stage 4 boss a few more times till I can reliably get that down. But like this bit, I always want to, okay, they swarm you with the green things. So if you can take out the big thing first and get into position like I did there, you can take them out before they become a problem. Or like this, and then I go around, and it was like non-issue. So I'm starting to have like put in strategy, right, and not just like I'm dodging because I don't know the game yet. And I'm finding it very satisfying. That sometimes there are jammy dodges, sometimes I'm like actually proud of myself. That one was like legitimate. I'm out of position, but I managed to micro myself out of it. And yeah, this is where the scoring trick is. And in the thing that gets you points every like 6,000, this gets you like 10 lives or 600,000. But this one does not get you that many. But I still got a bunch of score, and I got 1 life from it. So I have given myself more than enough wiggle room at this point to pretty reliably get through the whole game. So I'm no longer like worried, but I'm disappointed that a actual run was an actual clear was so close. It was so close, but it's been close for months now. You get to the threshold of feeling like you should be able to do it. It's like 30% of the way through the process, and the rest of it is just putting it all together. And I feel really, really demotivated the second I lose a run. But then 10 minutes later, I'm like, I gotta go back. I gotta fucking go back. I need to finally get the clear. I can feel it getting its hooks into me. So it's good to be back for sure. Maybe I will upload some of the videos I missed. I knew there was another death I took before the boss. Because I know I think I've got a clear of Devil Blade the retro mode, which is easy enough that I beat first try, but I should still get that uploaded, and so I at least have a record of all of my clears. But yeah, this is the Steam version of Batsugun. I've mostly been playing on FB Neo, and I've switched over to the Steam version recently just because it's easy to record replays with. There's probably some difference in input latency because I have like run ahead on FB Neo. I definitely don't. I'm sure I take a death in this final boss fight. I don't remember where it is, but I know I do. There it is. I think my goal for my next run is to ensure that I never lose a life when I have bombs remaining. Which means I'm going to be really aggressive with bombs, but having 0 bombs remaining when you die just means you didn't waste resources. You die with 3 bombs remaining, that's like a huge, huge resource waste. I'm not going for a bombless run. I should use the resources I have. And then I just kept playing because, you know, the game loops. And I was like, let's see how far I can get. On this one life. And the worst part is, I do, honestly, a little better than I did the first time. I take a couple stupid deaths at the start here. But fairly sure I do stage 3 deathless. So I'll go until this credit runs out. I think it's shortly into stage 4. Yeah, okay, so I take 2 death now, no lives coming back. And then somehow make it all the way to stage 4 on this. Which would have been nice to have that kind of clutch play when I was doing my initial loop. Thanks. But just in general, I've been very pleased with this game as not my first shmup, because I did Devil Blade stuff first and I played some of the older ones, but like the first one I'm really sitting down and being like, I'm gonna play this game for a few months until I clear it. Being at like the transition point between traditional shmups and bullet hell means it's like got a lot of elements of both. It's not too hard because it was originally designed for a bigger hitbox, and you have a hitbox in this version, in special version. So I find it a very satisfying, the right kind of game to choose for what I'm doing. I don't know where I'll go after I get this clear. I've been working on like just casually playing the older games in the chronological order that I like to do, but those are just like I'm playing them once or twice, and I'm making notes of like, this one was good. I would like to spend more time with it. Darius 2 is better than Darius 1. I didn't really like Darius 1. I love the games that are called Darius. I think they're called Darius in Japan, but it's sort of like, well, we need something that sounds like Gradius. It sounds all technological and cool, but then Darius is just a guy's name. I'm trying to play the new shmup, like the space game. It's called Daryl. Pretty good. Pretty fucking good. All things considered. Yeah, I'll wait at the bottom of this bit. Little touch and go there, but I was able to make it. So I can do stage 3 deathless. I'm doing this with the suicide bullet, so it's technically harder. So I guess I do have like a higher powered laser, so that definitely like the time to kill is a lot lower, which definitely makes a little bit of a difference, especially in the earlier stages of the loop. Like stage 2, you're not this powerful. By this point in stage 3, you're actually pretty close in power, but like that is ideally how a boss fight of this boss should look like. One bomb, getting through the bit where it raises the towers, and nice clean kill. But it is not to be every single time. Simply forgive yourself. But yeah, I'm about to die, so I am gonna wrap up. This was a heartbreaking run. Tried very, very hard, and I got pretty far, but not as far as I'd like. But one day, the 1cc of Batsugun will arrive, and I will upload it here when it does. And that'll be the first real step on my journey to becoming not terrible at these games. But thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you back when I have one of these to do again. It's not like I have a plan or a schedule. You know, could be another 3 months, could be another week, who knows. But I got this up for now. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. Goodbye. Goodbye.